I'm really looking forward to this animal barn. I have this idea in my head that I cannot stop thinking about. I've been thinking about this for like the last couple of days and I don't know why. Because like I've not really seen anything close to it. To describe my idea, I want to create the animal barn but in like mushrooms, like large mushrooms. There's not really like any kind of inspiration photos for like an animal barn that's in mushrooms. It doesn't really make any sense. We're gonna create something that is very unique and I love that idea and we're definitely going to have fun with this. I'm definitely gonna have to move the animal barn because I think we took up a little bit too much space with Steve here. So we're gonna move this. I don't need this though. What I was thinking is we're gonna have kind of like our little area here for the animal barn. I think this would be such a good idea. For just like this area, we can have like a path coming this way and then kind of going down towards like the mushrooms. I think this would be such a cool idea. I think it'll be very fantasy-like. I'm not really too bothered by the fact that this is all in a straight line. Usually I want to place things like in different areas, but this video, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing this area in a straight line. Before this video, I had kind of taken out the ravine that was here. It was such a large ravine. It just kept going and going, and then I kept fixing the sides, and it just kind of became a whole thing, and now it's like everywhere. So yeah, it just, there was a nice ravine. It went from like here all the way down here, and then like a little bit here. There is a nice hole underneath, so like we could still use the space, but I'm not about that ravine life, so I just covered it. It just kind of like eases my brain a little bit because it's just like an eyesore with the ravine unless you like actually decorate it. We can definitely decorate it, but I'm gonna just ignore it right now and just pretend like it doesn't exist there. So the tools that I have today, I have my path that the moss path and everything, but what I'm thinking is the mushroom. I'm wanting to use this kind of thing. I think this is like a really cool mixture. We'll just kind of like build off of it and then kind of like fix it in a way. And then I have this is my other path. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so we'll just kind of like, we'll get like another tool and we'll just kind of like use that tool for like the base of it because I don't want to build half of it. So I didn't forget what that is. It mushroom? I can't spell. Mushroom stem is what I want. So I'm gonna use this one, the mushroom stem, the shadow. So I'm gonna use this nice netherite tool that I've never used ever in survival. We'll add a mushroom block. I want it to be spread, and then we'll just have a mushroom. I cannot spell mushroom. Oh my gosh. Okay, mushroom stem, and then I don't know how large that is. Okay, that's fine. I got scared. So what I'm thinking is I want to have kind of like a main mushroom for like the inside of the barns-ish. It'd be like the barn, but in a mushroom. We'll start off with like doing a cow barn in a way, have like a large mushroom, and then I would like to have kind of like small pieces just kind of like overhang to kind of like pretend like they have shelter in a way. So we're gonna just kind of start with that. I want to start with like just the cow barn first, and then we'll kind of move on to it and we'll just kind of see what we're thinking. I want at least the big one to be large. This is like a very large thick piece. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, that's the size I want to work with because I'm really scared to do like a large piece of it. I don't want to have to like I don't want to have to like remove it, or at least a lot of it. So I just kind of want to like build off of it. So I want to have like a main piece, and then in the middle of it we'll kind of just like destroy part of it so we can kind of like in a way build off of it. Okay, so we'll have, I want to have it really thick in the middle, so I guess I could have kept it with the way I had it, but it's fine. We'll just have it kind of be sort of like this, messy. These trees gotta go. Oh god, we're getting into the forest. That's not very good. I'm gonna use another tool to kind of just like air out it in a way. To me, translation, that is like removing, deleting. So I think this actually might be huge. I'm gonna regret this. This is not forming right. Okay, let's really have trust the process with this because I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be huge either way. I'm not really too bothered by that, so I want it to kind of be like thicker on the bottom and then kind of become small, and then yeah, I don't know. Okay, let me get another tool. I would like to have an air brush, if that makes any sense, just so we can kind of like not have to manually delete everything. I'm gonna do a splatter again because we want it messy, and then I'm just gonna do air, which is crazy, and I tested it before I did this, but it deletes it, and then we can kind of fix that ugliness. We'll just kind of, it's kind of like gonna go back and forth in a way. This will turn out like super cool, honestly. At least I hope it does. And then we'll kind of just like, yeah, we'll fix the inside after, but kind of like that. I mean, that would look really cool. I like that. I think that would be super awesome. Okay, let's add a little bit more on this part. I'm going way too far. Oh my gosh. I guess it's fine. It's fine. Okay. I think that looks good. That should be okay. All right, so we have sort of something. I'm gonna kind of make it a little bit skinny, taller in the middle, and then we'll kind of start placing my red mushroom block, kind of like that. Just fill it a little bit. It's lacking. Maybe I should make it just a little bit taller, and then we can kind of like fan out a mushroom in a way. I might have used the wrong tool, but whatever. I used the wrong tool, I think. It's fine. Okay, I want it to be sort of bubbly, kind of like this. Do you picture what I'm trying to do? This is ugly. I regret this. Oh, it's looking so good. Totally. Okay, let's start with the front and just kind of like, in a way, hollow it a little bit. From underneath here, it looks great. All right, I'm gonna add, I did that way too far. Oh gosh. Okay, it's fine. Add a bunch in here, and then we'll kind of figure out the top. I'm just kind of like filling it. Oops, it's not really what I meant to do. It's not terrible. I'm at this point, I'm just filling it, but I think I'm gonna switch over my tool that I have, and I'm gonna kind of like overhang it a little bit more, so it kind of like actually overhangs more for the mushroom, and then we'll kind of fill the top a little bit. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I could make one side longer. Like, this is kind of what I wanted to work with, but let's see if it's forming now. I'm kind of hoping it is. It's getting there. Maybe I should make it like this in a way. I mean, it's not terrible. It's actually kind of cute, honestly. We'll add little small pieces to kind of, in a way, fill it, make it look a little bit more rounded. Okay, how does that look? That's like not terrible. I don't mind it, honestly. Maybe I should make it kind of more like this out, sort of more. This is a wonderful tool. Like, look how easy this is. It's amazing. Okay, we'll just kind of like, I'm gonna just do that idea where it kind of like overhangs more lower and then kind of swoops up top. So we'll just kind of form it this way, higher. The back can be something. Okay, we're just gonna fill this big giant mess. This is such a mess. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do a little bit on this side. I'm basically just putting it back. I'll have to fix the top for sure, but this is like the first real intense mushroom I think I've ever done. Bro, I don't know how to do a mushroom. This is actually crazy. And then I'll fill out the top and then kind of make this side more down, make it lower so it kind of slants. I don't really care too much how low it goes. I think that shape looks so much better than what we had. I really like the way that it's shaping, so I think I need like a name tag for this stuff because I don't know which ones I have. Let's add a little bit of the mushroom blocks in here now. I think you definitely have to try this at least once. I don't know how far up I want this mushroom to go. I think I need a little bit of an overhang on this side. And then we'll kind of add a little bit more on the top. Just keep on clicking. You can't go wrong with mushrooms. Honestly, I think mushrooms just fit every kind of decor and just, I don't know. Loving mushrooms is kind of like a new thing for me, honestly. Like, I don't love mushrooms, but like, I think they just look so cute. And I don't know what it is. I do want to add a little bit of more space in here just to kind of give it at least a little bit more room. And then we'll kind of just like add some more on the edges just to kind of make it feel like there's more space. I think there was a hole back here, but I'm not too sure. I think it was that spot. Back you're not gonna see, so maybe a little bit. Okay, so here is kind of the fun-ish part. I'm not really too sure how I'm gonna get some white pieces in there because I want like very vibrant spots of white. I'm probably gonna use some kind of slab instead, just so we can kind of like this one, and then possibly like some wool or something, kind of like that in a way. Like just little spots here and there, you know? And then we can add some buttons or something. I don't want too much white, just little pieces here and there, you know? So I'm not really gonna see this area. I like the way it's turning out. I think it looks super nice. Oop, there's a skeleton in there. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of the birch because I don't want it to go too crazy, so I want to kind of like add them in the pieces that I already had done. I was using the wool to kind of just give myself a little bit of a marker so it kind of has something to it. I'll do that one, do this one. Oh my gosh. God, there's so many. Holy moly. I wish I could place this with like the brush tool, but oh well. I guess we'll do it manually like the olden days. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the birch buttons because I want to have just a little bit of extraness to it. And I think this will just like sort of give it a little bit of a touch to it. Does that ruin it or does that really add to it? I almost kind of don't like it. I added way too many I feel like I should just commit to it. Okay, I will add just like keep a couple and I'll just add like a little bit just to even it a little bit so I don't have to get rid of them all. I'm kind of thinking of using this one just to kind of place it inside this area. So we'll just kind of add little pieces in here, a different color, give it a variety, you know. I'm gonna do it more inside these pieces just to give it a bit of a variety of shape. And then we're gonna add some lanterns and a bunch of things. Yeah, all right, that seems like it's good. All right, now we're gonna add a little bit of some lanterns and just a bunch of things. Let's get a nice lantern in here. Our first pet, a skeleton. So there was some ideas that I had for this, but I want to kind of add some lanterns to this. I'm gonna make one long one on this side, kind of like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of like some smaller mushrooms around the area just to kind of change it in a way, and then it won't just be like one mushroom that's completely alone. I keep getting stuck on this area. I had seen a lantern like picture and I really want to try it. I never would have ever thought to do this using a brewing stand as a lantern or at least like a holder thing. I don't entirely know how it's going to look, but we'll see how this goes. Let's do a little tester on this piece, maybe? Where should I put it? I think I'm gonna put it in here. So they did this, and then they added a glowstone and then a lantern. Does that look weird, or is that like... I mean, it looks cool. I'm gonna just do it. We don't ever do unique things like this, so... Like, I would never thought to ever do something like that. We'll have a couple. Just like that kind, and then maybe do one more on this piece because it's so bigger on the side. I'm gonna add one right in this way, and then that should be good. How does that look with everything else? That's looking so cool though. it's lacking. Like, this is so powerful looking in comparison to those. I love it though. I think this looks so cool. And yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna beat that, honestly. Alright, we're gonna make this just a little bit flatter, and we'll just kind of fill in little pieces here. My mouse tool is this one, so we'll just kind of fix that area, and then we're gonna kind of plan out the actual barn portion. This block is just hanging out. That ruined it. Oh no. I want to have at least a little bit of the other color, just to kind of give it a variety, but not make it too overwhelming and crazy. Okay, that seems good. I like that. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna place in here, honestly. So we'll add some lanterns and possibly the same method. I'm gonna make it one in the middle, and then we'll have this one, that one, that. Add some lanterns around, and then maybe some leaves or something, and then possibly glow berries, but I'm not really, I don't know how I feel about that just yet. There's a lot of lanterns. I don't like that. I think it needs some balance with some leaves, just a little bit. Every little pieces, you know. This is a very unique barn, I must say. That skeleton, oh my goodness, just stares at you. I'm really jealous of these animals that I'm gonna have in here. I don't know how I'm going to like make a barn, because that is the barn now. So I don't really know how I want to kind of like shape it so that the animals can't get out. So maybe we could add like this one, like kind of like this, sort of. Like, I know they're gonna be able to get out, so we have to make sure that they don't. Alright, let's do like just a shape, and then we'll kind of figure it out after. Let's just sort of shape it kind of like that. Let's see how that looks. Add little things here. It won't be very equal, which is nice. Do two, one there, two there, possibly. I'll make that one taller. I don't know. I can't have them leave, you know? I want it to be at least like 2 height, but I think that might just not happen. I did kind of want to circle this just a little bit more. Make it kind of come out this way. How does that look? I don't mind it. We could make it have mushroom tops instead. Or we could have it so that they're mushrooms. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do is, we have that kind of planned out. So I think what I'm gonna do now is add some mushrooms, just like small little mushrooms in a way. Like one right here. Small mushroom. I need to keep that in my brain. Oops. Small mushroom. Little mushroom. Little mushroom. It's so easy to just click. That's a horrible looking mushroom. Oh boy. Oh god, that looks horrible. Let's take some of this away. Alright, well, it's gonna be a big mushroom. Not a huge mushroom, but like, it just kind of accidentally became a larger mushroom. Although I did kind of want to add like an overhang mushroom. So I'm just gonna take this part away, and then, oopsie, did not mean that. We're just gonna take away the whole mushroom and not try to get my fence. Let's do this. We're just gonna make kind of like, maybe I should make it kind of like this way. Okay, that's okay. I don't want it to overpower the top, like the big giant one. I just want it to be ever so slightly smaller, but like still kind of in there. It's fine. Just do that. I just want to get a shape, you know? It's taking over. Oh god. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright, let's just trust the process. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Let's just take away a little bit here, or all of it. Little pieces. Let's just add little pieces. Alright, let's see how this looks. I mean, it looks cool from here. I think I need to make it so that there's more on this side rather than the inside. So I'm just gonna kind of add a little bit more on this way, and then kind of delete a little bit more on this way, because I'm not a fan. It doesn't need to be a superly large mushroom. It is already, but whatever. I'm not gonna add that many details in comparison to what I did on the other one, only because I don't want to have to go through that. Not too shabby. So we'll just kind of fix this piece. Make it overhang just a little bit. Make it look nice. Okay, how does that look? That looks good. I like that. That looks nice. Alright, we're just gonna go add a bunch of these blocks and this one. Kind of go do the same sort of thing I did, but not as many. I added way too many on this one. Oh my gosh. Add a little piece of these. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, which is actually... I keep doing that. It's looking pretty good though. Alright. I like it. Add one more here, and then maybe add one on the top. I'll do that one. This area right here, man. Oh my gosh. We'll just kind of add a little bit. There. Does that look fine? That looks fine. Okay, we're gonna commit to the same thing with the buttons because we might as well just keep it kind of similar. And honestly, I don't really mind it. It's like a little sparkle. Alright, there's too many buttons now. That looks actually super nice, super wonderful. I love it so much. It looks so good. All right, let's go and add some of the lanterns and everything again. I feel like I should add one right there. I won't do the inside thing that I did before. I don't know why, I just feel like I don't need it for this one. We'll add one more on this side. Okay. Maybe add one on this back end. That one. Add a lantern. I love it so much. It looks so good. All right, I'm gonna stop it there. This is a good stop point because like we're almost finished it, but I think I'm gonna have to make it into a second part, unfortunately. But that's okay, because this is a progress. This world is going to be having multiple parts sometimes. I hope you enjoyed this lovely mushroom. I really enjoyed this build so much. I think it looks so cute and it's just so nice, and I don't even have the words for it. I don't even know. But I love this animal barn so much. It's hard to believe it's going to be an animal barn, but it's going to look so nice, and I think my animals will be so happy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna definitely finish this in the next video, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!